Hare Krishna. So we continue our meditation on the Sachisuta Ashtakam, the 5th verse now. Nijya bhakti karam priyacharutaram natanartana nagara rajakulam kulakamini manasa lasyakaram pranamami Sachisuta gauravaram. So Nijya bhakti karam. So what does the Lord do? He is actually doing his own devotion. It is Krishna himself who is manifested as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he is performing his own devotion, he is relishing his own devotion. Prabhupada would give the example that normally a teacher may teach that, okay, this is how you write, and tell the teacher, students write. But when the student doesn't understand how to write, the teacher demonstrates, okay, this is how you write. That is demonstrational learning. So, Lord Krishna has told, Manmana bhav mad bhakto madhya jimam namaskur. Always think of me, worship me, become devoted to me. So he has given the instruction. But for those people who do not understand that same Lord Krishna comes as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he demonstrates. Nija bhakti karam. So he is demonstrating the process of devotion by his own example. And priyacharutaram. Priyacharutaram means for his devotees, he is extremely dear. He is the unending reservoir of sweetness for them. Natanartana Nagar Rajakulam. And he is the king of the dancers among those who are expert dancers. Natanartana Nagar. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu along with his devotees would go out in Harinam Sankirtan, and every one of his devotees, intimate devotee associates, they were extraordinary in their ecstasy and they were expert in their dancing and singing. But even among all of them, he would attract the hearts of everyone. And he was the central star. All of them, he was the central moon. All of them were like stars. But he was the shining moon among all of them. Most attractive. Natanartana Nagara Rajakulam. He's the king in that dynasty. The most expert among all dancers. And then Kulakamini Manasa Lasyakaram. So, actually, what does the dancing of Lord Chaitanya do? What does attraction to Lord Chaitanya do? It actually makes our mind and senses dance in ecstasy. Kula kamini manas lasyakaram. So kamini refers to the senses which are filled with kama. Manasa is the mind. The mind and senses are normally lusty. And they disturb us, they distract us from the path of devotion. But by the Lord's mercy, we can become attracted to the path of devotion, and that's how we can become attracted to him. Kulla kamini manasa lasyakaram. So normally our senses, they are very active when they are attracted towards sense gratification. But when it comes to the path of pure devotion, the senses are no longer attracted. The senses become inert. People can speak for hours and hours when it comes to gossip. But when they're speaking about Krishna, it becomes very difficult to speak for long. But what happens when we get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, then our senses become spiritually activated. And then we delight in singing and dancing and glorifying Krishna with our senses. That's what Rupa Goswami says in his famous verse, where he says that I want thousands of tongues to glorify the holy name, and I want millions of ears to hear that glorification. In that way, and then maybe I'll be able to relish a little bit of the ocean of nectar that is there in the holy names. No jane janita kiyadbi amritai krishneti varanadvai. I do not know how much nectar there is. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by revealing this nectar of the holy name, makes the senses and the mind, which normally dance only in due to material stimuli, he makes them dance with devotional stimuli in the process of bhakti yoga. Now, kullakamini manas, some people also interpret this to mean that when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would perform Sankirtan, at that time he would attract the kullakamini manas, the various young women that were there in the various dynasties. He would attract them and their minds would start dancing. So normally this sort of understanding is the understanding of those who are called as Gauranga, those who celebrate Sri Mahaprabhu's Gauranga Nagar. that they consider that Lord Chaitanya was like Lord Krishna, and just as Krishna attracted the hearts of the gopis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attracted the hearts of women. But Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur explains that this is an incorrect understanding. At this understanding, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even when he was sannyasi, he did not have any dealings with women. And even when he was a grahastha, he was very strict in his dealings. So that, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was all attractive and he attracted the hearts of everyone. Yes, women were attracted to him, men were attracted to him. But it is not that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu specifically, like Krishna attracted the hearts of the gopis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu attracted the hearts of women. That is a incorrect understanding. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu never manifested Madhurya Ras with himself as the center of the Madhurya Ras. Now he manifested Madhurya Ras as the person who was offering the Madhurya Ras to Krishna. So he always manifested himself as the devotee. Now the great devotee becomes a center of attraction for other devotees. But when other devotees are attracted to a great devotee, it is as a devotee, it is not as the Lord. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was no doubt very attractive, but that attraction which he manifested, through which he attracted others, was spiritual attraction. So he makes the senses along with the mind dance. To that Lord Chaitanya, I offer my obeisances. Thank you.